After skating Tiago's 808s, I found out that these are the most structured pair of shoes that I've skated in a long time. And one of the things that I thought would help me realize as to why this shoe is so well structured is to tear it apart piece by piece and see what exactly is the pieces that make this thing so damn solid, just like a little tank. I got my handy dandy little box of knives, and we're gonna carve through this bad boy and find out exactly what the things are that make this different than every other skate shoe that I've skated in the past. I've torn apart some shoes before, and there's a lot of other skateboarding content on this channel, so make sure you subscribe for all that fun stuff. And let's start tearing apart this bad boy and see what it is that makes this shoe so damn durable. I honestly feel like New Balance is kind of leading the charge in making some really damn good skate shoes. And I'm more than happy to tear this shoe apart to find out exactly how they're doing that. Because I want to make a skate shoe one day, and maybe tearing apart shoes will help me realize what I need to do to make my own shoe. One of the most solid things about this shoe is this freaking heel back here. Let's start by peeling off the back of the heel, find out what's back here that makes this heel feel so good. Wow, that strap goes down far. Skate shoes that are cup soles have the best structure in the heel of any other shoes. Like if you're skating a vulcanized shoe, chances are that that heel isn't gonna be as structured as a cup sole shoe. Or at least usually don't feel like it. This strap is not only connected right here, it goes way down into the heel. I think this would run a lot smoother if I cut the entire upper off of the shoe and then dissect it upside down piece by piece. So let's just dig into this upper. I need to take the insole out first. I think it's getting in the way. This New Balance insoles are the worst, but it doesn't matter how bad these are because the technology is in the foam that's in the outsole. And whatever it is that they're doing there, it's pretty damn top notch. This is insane. Oh my God. This is such a stiff boy. God damn. Oh my God, okay. Typically shoes just have like some type of thicker cardboard that's in the heel. And it's usually easy to just get a super sharp knife like this and cut straight through it. Not the case here. Whatever the hell is in between this outsole and the upper is making it super duper freaking hard to cut this freaking heel off. God damn. Oh my gosh. Okay, yeah, I'm so glad that I'm not doing two shoes. Jeez, this is extremely difficult. Jeez. Now that I can feel like on its own, it doesn't feel like there's something crazy in there, but it's super difficult to cut through. Getting absolutely wild. All right, let's get the freaking rest of this upper off the shoe. A good way to test a shoe you might want to skate is number one, most obvious, easiest way. Is it a cup sole? Gonna be a more solid shoe than a vulcanized shoe. And also grabbing this back piece back here and seeing how like hard it is to even push it down. Damn. I tore this thing apart and it's still hard to push down. New Balance is really going in on making like some quality skateboarding shoes actually, which is insane. And in doing so, I'm not sure what other demographic they hit by doing that, but hopefully they're able to make a lot of money and give all their skateboarders a lot of money because skateboarders deserve it. Especially Tiago. Hopefully Tiago getting hella checks from New Balance. I got a solution. This knife is super sharp and way bigger. I went on Amazon and typed in sharpest knife so I could test it with the shoelaces I made. It wasn't the craziest expensive, this one, but it's still super sharp. Easy, where's my shoelace? And here is my shoelace, which is linked down below in the description. You heard that, there's no way you didn't hear that. But yeah, look, it'll start to tear, but still gonna hold up good. So yeah, link in the description for those. Most not selly sell I've ever done for my shoelaces. This is actually going way better than I thought it was gonna go with this knife. Just like Thanksgiving turkey, boys. Looks like I might need to use this little knife for the, oh gosh. See, when I go from the big knife to this, I'm like, why was I ever? Why was I ever? Why did I ever? So I'm stuck right here on the part where the foam is connected to the upper. Now, I'm gonna try to cut straight through the foam. I mean, I can, but it's definitely harder. Damn, this foam that they made for their outsole is really good. All right, and with these last couple of cuts, we are going to separate the outsole off of the upper. Separation. Damn, dude. Most of the time when I take apart the upper of a shoe, the upper kind of falls apart, loses its form immediately, as if the outsole is holding it together. When I take this guy apart, it's still holding its form really well. So it looks like the upper is consistent of a suede layer, a thin layer of material next to that that is under the suede. It almost looks like a layer of rubber, And then also another really soft layer of foam that's wrapped in fabric that goes on the inside of the shoe, probably to make it more comfortable. Wow. Okay, I need to tear this apart though, because I want to see if that piece of rubber goes all the way around the toe cap. Because my board landed on my toe a couple times. It didn't hurt because this upper's so fat. No way. Oh. No way. Oh, wait, actually, wait a minute. That's just the leather. It's not rubber. The layer that I thought was rubber is actually just leather. That's crazy. I totally thought that it was a layer of rubber that goes down into the outsole, but it looks like it's actually just a very thick piece of leather. And then it looks like the suede is stitched on top of this leather. This leather material that's on the upper feels like it is durable and difficult for me to even cut. So there's a surprisingly thick layer of suede on top of a seemingly durable piece of leather. So that's pretty cool. Damn, New Balance is actually really killing it with this. This is the most like elaborate deconstruction that I've seen from any skate shoes that I've taken apart. Oh, got it. All right. This is the piece of suede that's wrapped around the toe cap. It is really durable. It's like triple stitched onto the toe cap. The upper has a lot of different pieces of material that are glued and stitched and strapped right on top of each other to make this upper keep its shape really well. So other shoe companies do that stuff. This outsole was not only a really good cupsole, but probably the best impact protection of any shoe that I've ever skated, like stock, like no insoles put in. So let's look inside this heel and see what's going on. I might need a knife with some ridges in it. Hold up, I'll be right back. Okay, hopefully my family don't get mad at me for using this knife. So they probably won't watch this video, but this is one of our good knives at the house because it's got that serrated edge to make sure that I cut real nice into there. Damn, this thing is so like deadly looking. There is a orange piece of material that's inside this shoe that I really want to get to the bottom of what the hell it is. And seeing as how it's in the middle and not on the heel, I'm gonna cut there because this is a lot thicker of a spot. So I'm just gonna cut it up here and then maybe I'll be able to cut in the other side later. But for now, let's just tear this apart. You know what might actually make this easier is if I tear apart this, everything that's in here out of it, might make it easier for me to cut the actual outsole itself. And if it's not, then whatever. We're just trying things to see what happens, you know? Newsflash for us. This thing's glued in there real good. So even cutting stitches off isn't gonna help get it off. Usually with the inside of outsoles, when they're put together, there's only like a few dabs of glue, and I'm able to rip like all the internals of what's ever inside the outsole just out of the outsole. This is like solidly glued in there, so just using a little bit more glue makes for a very extra structured skate shoe. So kudos to you guys for gluing the hell out of this thing. Most structured shoe right here. I can't even tear this freaking leather that it's made out of. I'm using a sharp knife. They must have, no wonder they cost so much. They probably spent a lot of money on producing this shoe. This thing is like crazy. I remember how much these were, like $110 or something like that. It's insane. Probably cost like 50 bucks to make it. Probably less than that, but you know what I mean. I didn't go to the gym today. And I was like, oh, not gonna work out today. Turns out I am working out. Working out my forearm, first and foremost, and my patience. Mostly just my patience, because this is freaking ridiculous. We got something interesting, boys. I'm gonna bring the camera closer. Y'all deserve to see this up close and personal. Screw my studio setup. Number one, the layers of materials in this heel. See how I had to cut through all of these? They went into the outsole themselves. Not only did they go into the outsole, but aside from just being stitched into the outsole, I tore all the stitches and it's like glued in there. Granted, usually these fabric materials that are on the outsole only have a few dabs of glue here and there, so it makes it easy to pull it out. But after cutting all the stitches and having these pieces that are free to like start to pull on, they're also secondarily glued inside the actual outsole, making it so it's like impossible for me to even tear this out without like freaking losing my mind. The bottom of this shoe has this orange material that's in the middle of the outsole. I don't know what this is, but after starting to cut it in half, I'm starting to find out. It's this, some sort of foam that is probably some impact absorbing secret material that they've developed, and I am all for it. I'm trying to get in there, dude. I do have some sort of another type of material that I was testing for my insole that is pretty similar looking to this material. Oh yeah, that's foam for sure. Okay, all right, we got it. let's go ahead and finish cutting this off, and we will have that. What's giving you your impact protection. This material feels pretty similar to this material that I have. And this material that I have is one of the materials that I was testing for the insoles that I'm making. It feels a lot more dense than this material that I was trying out. There's the secret to the impact protection. It's not just the foam on the outside of the outsole, but it's also this orange foam that is inside the entirety of the outsole. There are other companies that have some type of foam material inside the outsole, but this is probably one of the best ones that I've tried. And honestly, I love this shoe. So if you guys have any other shoes that you want me to take apart and see what's inside of them, let me know in the comments down below. Let me know what shoes you want me to review next. Also, I'm gonna have some new content coming soon. It might not be skating. It might totally be skating. Who knows? Subscribe and you'll see it. Okay, I love you, bye.